What is up? It
What up,
is
what up?
time. Is once again, as always, unqualified and uneducated. This is episode 8. You got me and your boy Carl in the building.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Carl, Junior Rookie Podcaster, water
Yee!
drinking, avatar
Yee!
podcaster, right here, right there, man.
So, hey, how you doing, Carl? How's your week been? Like, because you got a lot. If you got a lot going on, I'll go first. I can go first.
Yeah, you go ahead first, and then I'll come in second, man.
All right. So I mean, so far, it is Tuesday, so I can't really say much about the week. It's been pretty good. I've been moving pretty much the whole weekend. Well, I've been telling people I've been moving for like the last month, little by little. But
I mean, moving as in you stand up and you walk around.
No. I'm talking about actual like moving stuff. Like the definition of moving moving your items from resident to resident.
Yeah.
So I did like the big move like this weekend, like the couches and all that other stuff. And I gotta say, like, I hate moving. I hate it so much because it's just it's a pain to get all your stuff out the door. Like you realize, like when you first move into some place, how hard it is to get it in there.
Bro, I totally remember moving crap into when I moved into SAC for those 2.5 years, moving stuff in and moving stuff out.
Yeah,
that was a freaking nightmare.
And I know, don't you now remember this? You can only get it in your apartment a certain way. Like you can only get the couches in a certain way, and then once you get it in there, 2 years later, you don't remember how you got it in there.
You're literally playing Tetris with your furniture and door.
So it's like that. So that's a pain. And then, like, it's just, I'm not going to lie. Like, the last 2 apartments that I lived in, like, I actually, like, really like living there. And this one, be that what it may, I like living here, too. And it's just, like, it's kind of sad a little bit. Like, I'm looking around, my apartment's all empty now. I've been playing, that one song, I forgot what it's called, Hide and Seek by, I forgot the name of the group.
I think I know what it is, but I'm gonna need you to sing a couple lines.
Well, what the hell is going on? The dust has on. So I've been playing that song super hard. I don't know how much we can play. I don't know how much we can play on YouTube, but I'm not trying to get it shut down. But there's there's one part where it was like oh man, I forgot what a lyric was. It was like when I forgot the lyric, but it was just talking about like pictures being on the wall, and they're not up on the wall anymore. I was like, man, that hit home because man, I didn't have pictures on the wall, but like I had couches against the wall, so it's
couches on the wall.
Oh,
shoved out the back door.
Oh, I found it. It said, oily marks appear on the wall where pleasure moments hung before. And I was just like, man, the couches used to be there, bro. Now they're gone.
Bro, your freaking, your neighbors are probably like walking by like, whoa, this dude's in a dark place right now.
They know, like that song's been on repeat the whole time. Well, what you say? That you only meant well. Oh man, I'm going through it, but it's just it's just that process of moving, and and I'm not really moving into a new location per se. I'm moving back in with the moms for a little bit, so it's kind of like I'm going backwards a little bit, not really, but I don't know. It's just part of me feels like it's a little bit of a failure.
Bro, that ain't no failure.
I know, but it's just I don't know. Like I'm not shaming living with my mom or anything. Like my mom's happy I'm back. I'm happy I'm back. I get to save money. I'm going, it's going forward. But it's just the loss of like that hangout spot. Place where I can like do my own thing. But I'm excited about the future. I got other good things coming my way, and this is just another stepping stone to the future.
Yo, that sounds pretty exciting, man. And everything you just said sounded like positives. So I don't see going back with your mom being any type of negative, man.
I appreciate it. So let's get into a little bit of what you got going on right now.
All right, well, I'm sorry I'm gonna have to do this to the podcast, man, but I got some good news and I got some bad news.
All right.
And well, I was thinking I'll probably start out with that bad news. And it's not bad news that really directly affects me. Well, I guess it kind of does. But it's like the event that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So one of my friends from when I was real young in elementary school, we were real close. His name Bo Hine, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were cool, kind of lost touch, and then like got back in touch through high school and everything. And he had a little sister, like 3 years younger than us. So like I was cool with them because we went over to their house all the time and like hung out and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like literally like 2 days ago, just see on Facebook that she got in a car accident and died.
Wow.
Yeah, man. And it was just like, that really just hit me out of nowhere because no lie, like last week or like 7-8 days ago, she had just like re-added me on the Facebook and I was thinking like, yo, I should like reach out to her and ask her how she's doing and everything,
yeah.
right? And I didn't. I regret it now. And like I just like one of my friends texted me. He said, "Did you see that on Facebook?" And I looked and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
Like it's like that's how quick it can happen, bro.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my gosh, dude, that shit is sad.
No,
I'm sorry,
yeah,
that is just sad.
I agree. That's.
Yeah, man, she's probably like 21, 22 years old and just gone, just in an instant, man. Some heavy stuff, man.
Nah, man, that is. Oof.
I just wanted to throw that in there because, first of all, I just want to send all my love, prayers, and thoughts to Bo and his family. Just let them know that they got support,
Mm-hmm.
And just like to let everybody listening and know it's like, let your loved ones know that you love them, because
Yeah.
you really never know when it's the last time you're gonna see them. It's just some crazy stuff, bro.
Whew. My condolences to the family. I don't know them, but my condolences, and I hope you guys can, find that peace and strength in this trying moment. And
Yeah.
I agree with that sentiment. You got to let your people know that you love them and how you feel. And I mean, I know that at times in life we can get into these arguments and in feuds. Some are legit, some are very petty, but sometimes you just gotta look, evaluate that friendship and just ask yourself, is it worth it?
Yeah.
Is it worth whatever you guys are fighting over to, because it could end.
Yeah, like, is that the last thing you want to be said between you two?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, so that was definitely the down point that I had this past few days. It hit me, kind of hit a chord just because, like, I've known Bo for so long, and that was just his little sister. Just thinking about, like, his family, like, a brother losing a little sister, right? And then,
Can't
like,
imagine.
just parents losing a kid.
Mm-hmm. Can't imagine.
God, that stuff is just, like, tore my heart up, bruh. Oh.
Can't imagine what that's like.
But I want to take us out of this depressing state now
Yeah.
and kind of toot my own horn, right?
All right.
I'll throw in my positive for this week.
Okay. What you got going on?
So last week, right, I had my one of my interviews.
Uh-huh.
Or I think I had just finished my second interview.
Okay.
So I had my third one on Monday, and I got another one tomorrow morning at 8:30. I got an interview. But
Okay.
yeah, it's looking like your boy's got that job secured.
Oh, what?
For at least, it's only a temporary contract, but it's a secured teaching job.
No way.
For the first half of the school year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, man, it's pretty hyped up. I was going through some
Nice.
rough patches of not getting positions, and I finally got one, and I'm gonna make them see what they miss out on, like make those schools see what they miss out on and not getting me full time.
Oh my gosh, man! Congratulations for you, man.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I'm so glad that you were able to get that going. So when does the When does the interview goes tomorrow morning?
Yeah, the interview tomorrow morning is with like the second most powerful person in the district. It's because there's the superintendent of the entire district.
Mm-hmm.
It's the assistant superintendent. So it's like the next step below. I have to go interview with him. So it'll be interesting.
Congratulations, bro.
Yeah, man, I'm extremely excited, and I just really wanted to like be able to work with kids next year, or well, I guess in like a month here, or actually like yeah, like it's all coming together. So your boy's life is coming together slowly but surely.
Congratulations to Carl. Shout out, man. We are hyped, and I just love seeing that because like you guys know, I'm just like Carl, hoping to get into the education world myself. So this is big news. This is big news, and
man,
I'm proud of you.
We're gonna be out here changing lives, man.
And then, honestly, like that segues into a topic that I wanted to talk about, and it's LeBron James, but this time it is off the court. It's what he's doing off the court that's really getting more shine this week. It is not the dunks that he is doing. It is not his son's dunks.
Not when he dunked on during his son's age. Yeah, it's not that.
No, it is actually him opening up. I think it's either the Promise School or the I Promise School out in Akron, Ohio. So he's opening up the very first school. He's opened up his own school, and I mean it's amazing what he's doing for these kids. I think the first grades right now it's third and fourth that are in the school, but I think eventually that it will.
Trying to like grow it into an entire like kinder through 12th grade type setup.
I believe so, and this is why I think because I believe that's the goal because he's doing a lot for the students that go there. They are getting. Let me find.
I saw a couple things like if you graduate,
you're gonna get guaranteed.
You get a guaranteed like full. Did it say like he pays them through Akron?
Yeah, it's like a direct transfer to Akron University. So
was it like expenses paid too?
I think they get scholarships to Akron University.
Man.
So this is the school. This is some of the things that the school has, and there's a lot of different posts going around. But the I Promise School is going to focus on accelerated learning, provides job placement assistance for parents, has an on-site food bank, supports students with stress from economic causes, gives every student a bike to escape dangerous parts of town and explore, guarantees free college tuition to the University of Akron to all graduates starting in 2021. And so, I mean, it starts in 2021. It's only 2019. So those kids won't even be experiencing that because I think the students are in third and fourth grade. So it's going to be a little while before they're able to reap the benefits of the tuition. But be that what it may, like that's a great thing that he's doing for these kids.
Now, what's like the process to get into this school? Like, is it a private school?
I think it's a charter school.
It's a charter school.
But it's not one of those things where the parents are paying for it because I think you would have to had applied to it. I feel like there's going to be so many people trying to get their kids into that school. Mm-hmm.
I just feel like, I don't know. It usually when it ends up being a ton of people trying to get kids into the school, something not so great happens. I feel like so.
Yeah, I mean, so I think on Monday, 240 third and fourth graders got in, and they hope to expand year by year, going from to second and fifth grades next year.
Yo, we should move to Ohio, bro.
That's what I was going to bring up. We should probably get a job there. So by 2020, it's going to be first through eighth. I don't know if they're going to be doing high school, but I can imagine LeBron isn't just going to let these kids, go off on their own. So I think there might be.
They're going to at least get the same education he got.
Yeah, they're gonna. So I think they're gonna go all the way up to high school. That's just something I just want to give kudos to LeBron James for doing. I mean, it's great. And check it out. Every class will hold 20 students for every teacher. So
God dang, man.
so that's, as you know, like classroom levels, as far as, students get more attention from the teacher. That's huge. That's, to me, that's like the huge thing. And then the school is STEM certified. So as you know, like science, technology, engineering,
Yeah.
math, students are going to be learning that. So these students are going
Man,
to be prepared to go
I'm
on
pissed,
to,
bro.
they're going to be prepared to go on to engineering, mathematics, all these, those paths that really help. Those are foundational paths to, to medicine, engineering, architecture, accounting. So these kids are, oh man, I'm really excited. Students will be served breakfast, lunch, and a snack daily. They, there's going to be food, as I said earlier, there's going to be a food bank, but the parents are going to be able to get food meals sent home monthly. So it's like a huge thing. It's going to help the students and the parents. So I think it's going to be like a school for like low income people, or low income families, and it's big. It's just big.
I'm pissed. I'm pissed, dude.
And
Oh, I
also,
love to hate LeBron. I love to hate LeBron.
you just
But
sometimes you.
something like this, man. Oh my goodness.
I mean,
I got mad respect for that.
and I mean, even like the thing with LeBron, a lot of he's been giving back, and he's already sent so many kids to college and helped pay for kids going to college,
Yeah.
and even the decision, the money that was made for the decision was sent to the Boys and Girls Academy. I mean the what is that? The YMCA or the Boys and I forgot what it's
Yeah,
called.
Boys and Girls Club, I
Bro,
think, is
yeah,
what he
there
was
you
a
go.
part with.
Yeah, Boys and Girls Club. They got money for that. So I mean, that's just I'm just excited and happy and just glad that he's able to do that. But not to check this out. LeBron's not the only one that's done this. Jalen Rose, if you
Whoa,
people
whoa,
also,
what?
you guys didn't see, you didn't know this, but Jalen Rose has opened up an academy as well. It's called the Jalen Rose Leadership Academy. So he also has a school. You should definitely check that out. It's pretty cool. It opened back up in 2011. And they kind of do the same thing. I don't think to the scale. I think it's a smaller kind of charter school. But, as it's, I just love seeing things like this because athletes are able to give back. And sometimes it's not about, giving a kid signed shoes or giving a kid a jersey. It's things like this where it actually changes someone's life.
Yeah, giving these kids futures now.
It's just like, it's beautiful. And for the Jalen Rose Leadership Academy, 2015 had the first senior class of the school, and so it's pretty cool. So it's, as you know, it's like 2018, so they're already like continue on. There's more people that can say they graduated from that academy, and I think Jalen Rose is more geared towards I want to say it's high school.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure his is more high school. So those students, obviously they're getting, given that a great education, and moving on to bigger and better things in college. And I just want to shout out to those students that are at these schools. Know what you guys are given. You guys are being given a great access to knowledge and opportunity. And I just hope all those students out there take advantage of that opportunity and go on to find success.
Yeah, don't go squandering that, man.
Yeah.
That's a massive opportunity.
I mean, just speaking from my perspective, it's just, schools like those for low income students. At that point, there's just no excuse. You got to take advantage of it, and you got to exceed. You got to succeed, and you can't. Especially if you're going to take that spot. There's plenty of people that want your spot. Take advantage of that. I know you guys aren't going to hear this podcast, but I'm just putting it out there. Take advantage of that spot. Take advantage of your opportunities.
And you know what's crazy? I feel like, I know the class size is going to be small, and I feel like discipline in charter schools is a lot easier because it's like, I guess, an honor, I guess, to be at those schools rather than a public school.
Mm-hmm.
But, I feel like the discipline at a charter school that LeBron James is, like, funded and a huge part of, I feel like that just takes that discipline up so much higher. Like, those kids aren't going to mess up because it's like, LeBron is their idol. You know,
bro.
like
Yeah.
they're not
Oh
gonna
yeah.
try to disappoint that fool.
Oh yeah, you think I'm trying to bring home D's? I'm not trying to like. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
mom and dad. I don't want them to be disappointed, but you think I want LeBron to walk through the school doors one day
exactly, man.
and then he's
They're gonna
looking,
go as hard as they can just because LeBron.
he's looking at me like, bro, what happened? And I'm looking up, like looking at this guy. I mean, look, this guy took Mo Williams to the finals. You saying I can't get a B plus on this paper? This man took J.R. Smith to the finals 4 times in a row, and you're saying that he's looking at me. I'm like, oh man, like I can at least get a B plus on this math test. Like, come on, and that's a lot of pressure. But you know, if you're willing to put the work in, you can meet that. You can meet it, and they need to, and they will, because they look
Yeah.
up, and I know LeBron's gonna stop by the school whenever,
Oh yeah,
especially
yeah. He's gonna
whenever
be a big part of it.
yeah,
That's really good.
whenever LA's in Cleveland, he's gonna be there, and during, I guarantee you, there's gonna be a lot of he's gonna be there a lot, and he's happy, he's proud, he's happy, he's excited, and it's just it's just one of those good things. You can hate LeBron, a lot of guys can hate LeBron on the court, but sometimes it's just hard to hate him off the court.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. So let me just
Uh oh.
throw this out there real quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember back in the day, I used to hate Kobe, right?
Mhm.
Just hated that fool. Until there's like this one moment I like saw him playing, and then I had just like watched his whatever his documentary was. You remember that?
I think
He
I
had
do.
like his documentary about his life.
I think I
I
might have
think it was
watched
just
it.
called like 24 or something.
Yeah, or Snake in
But
the Garden.
yeah, like I watched that, and I actually got to see what kind of guy he is and everything, like the hard work he put in. And then I saw like one of the big things I really liked was he was able to speak like so many different languages. Like he was
Oh
fluent
yeah,
in Italian and
in
everything.
Spanish.
And then like after that moment, I like had so much respect for Kobe. I would always like back him, like, dude, I'm down with Kobe. Like this dude's
Hmm.
just a baller, you know. And it's unfortunate, but I think I'm having that same moment with LeBron this summer, bro.
Well, I'm glad.
I've been so against LeBron. Well, okay, when he went to the Heat, I was so against that, man. I hated LeBron for what he did and everything. And then now just watching him coach his little, like his sons, or help coach, whatever he's doing,
Yeah.
his son's AAU team, and seeing like how hyped he is with those guys, and just seeing him like interact with just like the AAU league. I know
Yeah.
it's huge now, but just like he's over there, and these eighth graders or whatever age his son is are all playing basketball, and they idolize this guy,
Hmm.
and he's just there on the court. And then him doing this school, he got me, man.
Yeah.
He got me. I got that love for LeBron now. I respect him because I always knew he was good at basketball, but
Yeah.
now just seeing what kind of person he is, man, I respect it.
See, I've always liked LeBron, but I just don't see him as being the greatest of all time. So people peg me as a LeBron hater, but I like LeBron though. I like his game, and I just feel like at times he can do a little too much, and I would like him to do a little bit less. But
Yeah.
he's a 3-time champ. He ain't gonna listen to me, bro. I ain't nobody, man. I'm just sitting in an empty room with no furniture. He ain't listening to me, so I feel him on that. But yeah, I like LeBron. Love him off the court, and it's just beautiful thing happening right now in Cleveland. Beautiful thing.
Hopefully, more of these massively paid NBA players start kind of doing similar
Oh
things
yeah,
that LeBron is doing, because that would just be amazing.
I can see Steph doing something like that.
Yeah, he should.
I can see Steph doing something like this. I can see, uh, yeah, honestly, no lie,
What?
no lie. I actually can see. I can see DeMarcus doing something like this.
I honestly could too.
I can see him doing something like this in Sacramento.
It would be the angriest damn high school.
Yo, he come to school. He trying to fight the students. I'm just like,
You guys are mean mugging every day in class, man. I swear.
oh man, that would be crazy. But nah, Boogie, when he lived in Sacramento, Boogie always did a lot of charitable things for the city. A couple of times when we had some deaths at someone died at a high school, he helped with the funeral costs and things like that.
And that was when he
Ye-
was doing stuff like that for Sac,
Yeah.
even when he was in New Orleans,
Yeah,
wasn't he?
yeah, and even
He
when
came down for that one.
it was a high
That
school
one
football
shooting.
player. It was a high school football player from Grant High School. I can't remember his name, but yeah, he came down and he supported even this during the Stephon Clark that during that situation, he was in New Orleans, and he came down and supported. And while he lived here, he did a lot of charitable things as far as like block parties, cookouts, giving back to the family, Santa Claus. Not,
Anger management.
calm down, Bloods. I'm not cripping out here. That's what his thing was. He was Santa Claus. He would take a whole bunch of kids to to these Toys R Us before it shut. R.I.P. Toys R Us.
Oh, bro.
R.I.P. Toys R Us. Before Toys R Us died, he would take us kids down there, and they would get complete shopping sprees. And I mean, their baskets were full of toys.
And like, how sad is that giraffe from Toys R Us now? To be
oh
honest,
man, that giraffe's just out in the jungle. They kicked him out, man. He's just in the jungle now.
he probably took refuge with Yao Ming.
Oh man, stop it. He's not Yao Ming only takes care of pandas and elephants, man.
Yao protects all giants, man.
Okay. Where does Jeffrey the Giraffe stack up in all-time mascots? NBA.
Is that the name of that Toys R Us?
Yeah, Jeffrey the Giraffe.
Oh my god.
Where does that mascot or that logo? How does that stack up against like all-time mascots?
I definitely rank the Target logo above it.
Oh no, you're foul. What are you talking about?
That dude has personality. What are you talking about, man?
Stop it, man.
He's like, come on, shoot me, man.
Stop
it. Target. Come on.
Stop, bro. It's over Jeffrey the Giraffe. You're crazy. No, wait. Like, check it out. What are like the most well-known logos? Like when
Peter
you.
Piper's Pizza.
Okay, stop it. That's probably some busted up hole in the wall in Fresno.
Yeah, that place was really just open till I was like 7 years old, and then it got wiped out.
I think.
All right. Real talk.
I mean,
Chuck E.
obviously,
Cheese.
like, okay. The Chuck E. Cheese rat over Jeffrey the Giraffe.
Nah, that rat gave, or I think it was a mouse, whatever it was. That gave people nightmares.
Yeah, bro. I was about to say. This thing is, I didn't go to Chuck E. Cheese that much when I was a kid. I was in Toys R Us all the time, so I knew more. I can't think of like any logos or mascots.
Well, you were about to say McDonald's.
Oh,
right?
yeah, McDonald's. There's McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, but those are like fast food places. Like, I mean, I guess.
But yeah, like store logos.
Yeah, I mean, Walmart. What is Walmart's logo, anyways?
It's that happy face.
Is it their name?
That happy face that has the hard hat on.
What?
You never seen that?
No, I ain't never seen that.
It's like it's a yellow ball that has a smiley face on it.
No, that's not. That's the roll. That's
then,
the
like,
rollback.
No,
that's not No, that's not, bro. Their logo is like these 3 yellow dots or something like that.
I swear.
I know what you're talking about. It used to be the rollback guy.
Isn't that Walmart?
Yeah, that was just like a sell thing.
Man, that's their mascot.
No, I see that their logo is like their name in this like sun. It's like a star or a sun.
I can't even think of any more potentials.
It's pretty whack. Yeah, Jeffrey Giraffe wins unless the viewers out there can, comment some logos. I mean, once the viewers.
Tom the Target wins, dude.
Nah, it's Jeffrey. I mean, once we get our viewership up, we can start doing polls and stuff and having people vote on those. But
but a better thing would be determining who's the best mascot in like all of sports.
Yeah. I mean, obviously it's Slamson the Lion. So
yeah.
I'm just playing. But I want to give a shout out to our viewers because we got a solid, I would say, 30 to 40 of you guys out there that's sticking through and through. I don't know.
We have a solid, oversized classroom.
That's what I'm saying. That's where it starts out. Now, all you guys just got to leave class for the summer and tell all your friends about our class, and they can come in too. But I just want to give a shout out to all you unqualified and uneducated people out there because you really got to be uneducated to stick around this long. But I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, I give a shout out to all of our viewers too, man. Respect for actually taking the time out of your day to listen to us, man.
I mean, I won't give them that much credit. All they gotta do is just turn it on.
Yeah, but
I'm just hating.
Right. It's pretty easy to listen to
I'm just hating. I'm just hating, yo. I'm just hating.
I can listen to me every day.
I do listen. I think about 15 views is. I think I've supported about 15 views.
So we really got about 5 people who are consistently watching us.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's probably like 3 of you guys that watch our videos on the reg.
Bro, those 3 though.
We love you.
Squad, man.
We love you.
Family.
And Grace Harvey will never forget you. You were our first follower on any platform. We'll never forget you, Grace.
She was our first follower and our first person to abandon us.
Well, you know, she just was. She was. I understand why she left. We wasn't putting out content like she thought we were. Grace could never do any wrong in my eyes. It was always us, Grace. It was always us. And I hope if you find us one day, you can find in your heart to give us another chance, because that T-shirt's coming. And I just want you to know that we care about you, Grace.
Yeah, Grace. We miss you, Grace. Come back.
Come back. So what do we have here? We are circling back to last episode and talking about that podcast that CJ and KD, that little discussion, CJ's podcast and KD came on. It's the gift that keeps on giving, because in that podcast they gave like a rundown of players that they're excited about or they want to see. I mean, that they think can succeed. I can't talk right now. And Willy Cauley-Stein came up to be one of those.
Spread their seed.
Oh no! That they think players on the rise. Players on the rise.
All right, that's good.
Yeah, so they Willy Cauley-Stein was listed as one of those players that they see on the rise, and CJ and Katie both think that he's very talented, and they can't wait to see what he can do next year. So, what do you think this says about Willy's game? That Katie's the champion. He's the Finals MVP, pretty much He's either 1B or number 2 as the best player in the NBA. Well, what do you think that says about Willy's game?
First off, I just want to say Katie's a snake.
Oof.
And then
Time out. How many schools would it take for KD to open up for you to say he's not a snake anymore? How many schools would it take for him how many schools? 10 schools?
35.
Oh,
and then he'd have to hire me to one of them. He's still going to be a snake, though. The mascot will be a snake.
I don't think schools with mascots are snakes.
His will be the first, then. I wouldn't be surprised.
The Oklahoma Anacondas. Nobody want to be a snake, man.
KD wants to be a snake.
I mean, okay, back to the initial. I forgot the initial question, but let's go back to it. Circle back to the initial question. Willy Cauley-Stein, what do you think? Are you excited for this year coming up? It's a make or break. To me, it's a big year because he's going to be in that. It's not a contract year. It is a contract year, but he's a restricted free agent, so he's out there trying to prove his worth. What do you think happens to him next year? Do you think he succeeds? Do you think he has the same old season that he always has, or does he, just kind of toe the line of, borderline all-star, borderline bench player?
I don't know about the borderline all-star. I do think he can succeed, but I also think KD and CJ like him or like his game because they think if he was on my team, he would do really well. Willy Cauley-Stein on the Warriors would have been similar. I'm not going to say he's going to outproduce like what Jordan Bell did. It's like a dude who can hustle. He should be able to play defense. Doesn't rebound like he should, but I feel like if he was on that team, he would have like provided what they needed, like JaVale McGee.
Yeah.
So I think maybe that's what they see, but then I also think KD might see like just the lankiness and athleticism that he possesses himself, and he's like, he can see that in Willy Cauley-Stein and see how like, oh yeah, he's definitely going to be good. He looks just like me,
Yeah. I mean, I think at this point in their careers, I think Willy Cauley-Stein is better than Jordan Bell, and I think he could have produced more because he actually has a decent jump shot, better than Jordan Bell. So I think I agree with you. If Willy Cauley-Stein was on the Warriors, it would have been a lot more production on the offensive side from their centers. He would have been the best center on their team last year. Not this year, but last year he would have been their best center. And he would have allowed more space, and it would have been a more deadly combination. They would have had an equalizer for Clint Capella last year. So, no, I agree with that sentiment.
That's why I think they like him like his game because they think, oh, he would fit well with us type of thing.
Yeah.
Or I don't know what they explicitly said.
Yeah, and I also think that it's KD out there scouting players. So I think he might wind up and become the king of all snakes in Sacramento. So he's just like, Willie Cauley-Stein plays there. I feel like cementing my legacy by getting a championship for Sacramento. So
Yeah, or he's just recruiting by
it
saying
actually
that, and he
that
wants
would
Willie to like
can't.
squat up with him.
I normally I would say they couldn't afford Willie, but seeing DeMarcus sign for $5 million, they probably can
Yeah,
afford
they can
anybody
get
now.
Willie for like 2.3
Yeah,
million.
they probably could get Willie for free. They'd just be like, Willie, we'll pay for your apartment. So, but I think, yeah, I mean, what do you think about contract wise? You thinking like a $60 million contract, or you think he's
Yo,
like,
I don't know anything about what type of contract he'd get. So what did that Nurkic dude get?
Nurkic got 48.
So I think it'd be around that, if not less than that. So like 40.
Yeah, I think,
Like if it was a 4 year, like 10 million a year.
yeah, I feel like in his mind, he's probably feel like he's worth like 15
Yeah.
plus. But I feel like production wise and what we've seen, unless he comes out this year, and at least he's never averaged a double double. I don't think.
No.
So I don't. But it's scary because the Kings front office, they're never really. It never seems like they have a complete hold of what they're doing. So it might be a situation where they're giving him a huge contract when I feel like he's like that, that 40, 48, 60 at max kind of deal. 10 years. I mean, not 10 years. 10,
Bro, I signed up for 10 years, $60 million. I don't even care.
10 million a year. 10 to, I would say 10 to 15 maybe is pushing it. But yeah, that 10 to 12 range is probably where I evaluate Willie. And no hate.
Yeah.
No hate involved. I think sometimes, Willie's interesting because like he'll come out for a game and he'll like drop like 24 and grab 14 rebounds, get 5 block shots, and then the next 2 games he's like 7 and 4.
Yeah. Some games he comes out like an all-star, and some games he comes out like a scrub.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this year, just because I feel like there's a lot of pressure on him this year, and I feel like Bagley poses, or actually like all these forwards we have now, since the Kings have like 10 different forwards on our team, I think it kind of poses a threat where I think he mans up, has a decent year for us.
Yeah, I hope so because it's funny because everyone on our team is in like a prove it season.
Yeah, I'm pulling for my boy Willie Trill.
I'm pulling for him too. I just think it's hard because Skyle Labiciere's in a prove it deal. Bagley's the second pick, so he's automatically got to come out and play well. You're not you break that number 2 overall pick curse. Let's see.
But like, think about all the big men that we have. The one that fits the modern game the most, and who I would want to be a starting center or forward and like blossoms into a good player, I think is Willie Cauley-Stein, just because of the tools that he has already.
You go, I'm going with Giles.
But Giles isn't as mobile.
I think he can get there. But yeah, I see what you're saying. That's just my preference when you say
I want Harry Giles to succeed as well. It's just right now I think Willie has I just think he has it's just like his length and his how fast he can move and run and jump.
Yeah.
Giles, he hasn't played for a long time, and then his legs are all effed up. It just looked like he wasn't all the way there.
Yeah.
Athletically.
Are you talking about in all the summer league games or the ones that we saw?
All of them.
Okay.
It just looked like the way he was running, it was stiff.
Okay, I can.
It's the only way I could say.
I can agree with that. I think that give him more time, I think he'll get better. I just see Giles as something new that we haven't had it before. Willie, I think maximizing his potential, he's like a Rudy Gobert or Clint Capella, which I actually those guys are very successful and they can definitely help your team. But like I would go with Giles just because he's something new. And it's kind of the reason why I was leaning more towards Luka Doncic, just because he was something different. But I hope if possible, all four of those guys can take off, because then it would either become they could be great players for the Kings or great assets.
Yeah.
So I hope Scow, Giles, Bagley, and Willie. It's just not enough room for them all. But I hope they're all.
We even have like four more on top of that.
Yeah,
we don't need to get into all that nonsense.
Yeah, so I hope all those guys come out, because it's only going to improve the Kings at the end of the day.
I agree.
Bam. So, I mean, as far as NBA goes, is there anything else you want to talk about, or you want to move on to any other topic? Is there anything that was?
Oh, there was something I wanted to talk about real quick. You know that there's that basketball tournament that's happening right now? You seen anything about it? It's like called the basketball tournament, and there's like a $2 million prize.
No, I'd actually never heard of it.
Well, it's like a bunch of like dudes who were pros or they were good in college and stuff, and they put together little basketball teams and they're playing.
Oh, the Jimmer for that
tournament.
The Jimmer for that one.
Yeah, Jimmer's team is in it. I don't know if the tournament's over or whatever, but yeah, Jimmer's been kind of going off in that tournament, and it got me thinking, like, do you think Jimmer could make it in the NBA?
Off the bench, yeah. Now, because like back when he played like right before like the 3-point splurge kind of took off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the NBA is now geared
towards
his game.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
So
yeah,
I feel like he could play in the NBA now.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he would be a starter. Okay, here goes Jimmer's thing. This is Jimmer's problem. He's too small to play shooting guard consistently.
Yeah,
and he can't handle the ball enough to be a point guard. So it sucks. So he's probably more of a scorer off the bench, and you get him like on a team where he can just come in, score some buckets, and call it a night, and then go on the bench. Like that's ideal, and I feel like that's the kind of role he knows he can play, and I think he can play in the NBA.
I think he can too. And then even on top of that, I feel like his dribbling and all of his like handling skills, I bet they've gone up just because he's been in China, right? And he's probably had to carry the load on those teams. Well, he has, because he's been the MVP, right? So I feel like he's been doing a lot of the ball handling and everything for those teams in China. So I bet his skills in that area have grown.
Oh yeah,
so he
no doubt.
Even show a different side to his game.
Oh yeah, definitely he should. He's definitely gonna be more competent for the NBA game. Not competent in like mental aspect, but like skill wise, he should have more overall skill. But I definitely think he can come back to NBA, not as a starter, but as a spark plug off the bench, kind of like in a.
Signed him.
Yeah, probably.
We got all the other old draft picks.
We probably could have signed him. Probably should have offered him some type of deal. It would have been a nice little. He could have been our second our shooting guard off the bench coming after Buddy.
He should just go play for the Jazz.
You think so? Why the Jazz? You trying to rebuild that? I don't know why. To me, like the Jazz will always be like that white team.
Yeah, I was just saying that because he played for BYU, so.
I just feel like he'll fit right in there.
You'll fit right in, Jimmer.
Come on home, Jimmer. Come on home. You can shoot all the threes you want. Actually, that'd be kind of nice. Donovan Mitchell.
It could be nice if you just had Jimmer coming off the bench and like Donovan Mitchell taking over the ball, handling duties. If Rubio's tired or the other way around, you still have that scoring threat.
Rubio would find him all over the place.
Yeah, it could be nice.
It could be nice, and they got Grayson Allen too. They'd have like a little nice guard combo down there.
Look into it, Utah.
Get your savior home. Oh wait, that's isn't that like who is there? Never, chill. I'm not gonna say
John Smith.
No, chill.
The dude from Pocahontas.
Yeah, chill. I knew he was about to say something. We can't make.
I'm pretty sure that's who it is. I was just saying it's real. That's the name of that fool from Pocahontas.
Stop. We can't make enemies out the Mormons.
I know, man.
We got too many enemies. Next podcast episode, we're sending out gifts. And when I say gifts, I mean the GIFs. Not the gift to all the people we offended, because we're trying to get you guys back on the team.
Hey, and I'm not trying to offend nobody for their religion or nothing. It was just a little quick hitter joke, just a quick hitter. I am not trying to bag on anybody's beliefs.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So we got that crossed off. Got that crossed off. I'm looking at the docket. Not much happening this week.
Oh, the we could talk about, or I wanted to also talk about the boy. His name is Mesut Ozil,
Oh
or
yeah.
Özil, who played for Team Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Just resigned from the German national team because of he felt there was unjust racism and prejudice thrown towards him because he has Turkish descent,
Mm-hmm.
and he felt like when the German team was winning, he was a part of the German team and welcomed as just a German, and he was born there.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken, he was born in Germany and raised there, so he is German, and but so when they win, he's German. When they lose, they call him an immigrant.
Oh,
So
that's bull.
yeah, so it's like when they lose, it's like, oh, the Turkish like immigrant dude lost us the game. He's
Yeah.
so trash,
Yeah, that is. I mean, that sucks. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, because like you said, he's born there. That's like it's like the equivalent of like some player from America being born here, and then us saying, "Oh, go back home just because you lost."
Yeah, it's
I
like they were born in Germany. You are German, just because you have like a different background, like just because I'm half Japanese, I was born in Fresno.
mm-hmm.
That means you, I'm American. It
You
doesn't
about to
mean
say I'm
oh,
Fresnoan?
like go back to Japan, fool.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I agree. Like that's crazy. I mean, you kind of get that to some extent in the NBA. Like when the players playing well, they're like, "Oh, I'm glad we have him," and then when he f's up, they're like, "Oh, he's trash."
Yeah,
But to the point where you're disowning a person from your country, that's pretty bad.
yeah. It's terrible because it's like on a national level, like the whole country.
Yeah, that is bad. But it
And
wouldn't.
you know what's even like makes it a little worse? Because he could have played for the Turkish national team, right? Turkey's national team.
Yeah,
But he decided to play for Germans because obviously he grew up there and knew the game better there.
yeah.
And so like they like not like the Turkish people accept him, right?
Mhm.
Just because like that's their
He's
quote
Turkish.
unquote
Yeah,
son,
yeah,
But but it's like the people of the soccer community there are like kind of like, well, you don't want to play for us, so it's like now he's just like in limbo.
yeah.
It's crazy, man.
I mean, yeah, that's like a like to have like a whole country against you,
Yeah.
even though you've lived there. That's pretty unsettling.
At least he plays his like club football in England, so
Oh yeah, you just like screw that.
though I'm pretty sure he catches a lot of flack from his fans in England too.
Get this man find some resting place, man. Leave him alone.
Yeah, and he's pretty good, like this dude's nice. He's not one of those guys who scores all the goals, but he's the guy who's making all the assists and doing like pulling the strings
Mm-hmm.
behind the team. And so I feel like a lot of people just don't see like the production that he actually puts into the game. Yeah, maybe he doesn't get like an assist every single game, but he could be like the guy who like has that hockey assist, which
Yeah.
isn't a stat.
Yeah, so then there shouldn't be too much hate on him because that's just not his role. It's like
Yeah.
hating on a rebounder for not getting enough. Like that's like hating on a rebounder for not getting enough points.
It's like hating on DeAndre Jordan for not making any 3-pointers in a game.
Yeah, that's like asking a lineman, why don't you have enough touchdowns? Or,
It's just interesting, and to that extent, like for a national team and everything, it seems like it would be a crappy situation to be in. Like,
Oh,
how
yeah.
would you feel if all of the American fans, like, say you played for America's national team, and then all the American fans just hated you because, like, I Honestly, I couldn't tell you where you're from, Robert. I don't know what your descendants, where you're
Here
descended
we.
from, like what countries, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But like, they're all like, "Ah, this dude's from."
Here we
I ain't
go.
gonna say it.
Here we go.
I ain't gonna
They
say
what they gonna say? Go back to Africa?
it.
I'm be like, bruh, what part?
But you know what I'm saying? Like, how would you feel? Like, everyone here is against you, but you had the opportunity to play for like an African, one of the countries in Africa is their
No,
team, and you decided not to because you were born and raised in the United States. But all the fans here are just against you when you're doing bad. But when you're doing good, they praise you.
yeah, I might be pissed because Nigeria was kind of raw, so I might have been like, let me slide over to that team anyway. I was might have asked to slide over there on the anyway, but just nah. But I mean that gotta hurt and it gotta suck. It would have probably been a little easier for me because I don't have Twitter.
Yeah.
So it's just like I don't know where all the hate would come from, except like at the grocery store. Like, and I mean, like my
They'd be putting up like wanted posters for you.
they be like wanted like where'd he go? Like yeah, that would, yeah, it would suck. You not to make light of the situation. It would definitely suck. I would hate
Yeah.
for I would hate for my whole country to turn its back on me. Even though I mean, you guys kind of did last
Yeah.
week.
It's like,
Hmm. But yeah. It would definitely suck. Uh,
and I don't know how much of the entire like country of Germany is like against it and everything, but I feel like that core set of German national team fans in Germany is just like they would all just gang up and like be against them and stuff. So
yeah, and that's the only thing. Like, I don't know how Germans feel about nationalism and how they feel about immigrants.
I don't know if
Um,
they're allowed to be proud of their country still, you know?
well, let's be honest. This isn't the worst thing that Germany has done. I'm just gonna leave it there. No need to get super in depth, but you know, if you guys know what drift I'm
The good
catching.
old WWII.
Yeah, it's not the worst thing they've ever done. Let's just
No.
so, you know, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it goes back to how they feel about immigrants in the first place, and if they feel like you're truly a German, even if you're born there, maybe you're not.
Yeah, he might have been like, I think it said his grandparents moved to Germany, so he was like second generation
Oh, oh,
in Germany.
if you're
So
second gen, it's no. Yeah, oh, you guys are horrible. Second gen, come on, man. Let
yeah,
that.
second gen.
Yeah, second gen, come on, man. Stop playing. And you're talking about second gen being born there.
We're talking about Pokemon Silver, Gold, and
No,
Crystal right now.
no. We're talking about the Hoenn region, bro. If you're no, he's. I don't care. He's not second gen to me. He's third gen. You said his family moved. His grandpa and grandpa moved there. His mom and dad were born there.
Oh, you're talking about Ruby Sapphire?
Yeah, bro. I'm talking about
Ruby
the
Sapphire
Hoenn
Emerald.
region. Yeah, I'm talking about that Hoenn region. You getting your boy Trico, Torchic, and I forgot that last four. His name was like Mudslap or something.
Mudkip.
Mudkip, yeah. Those Trico was my guy. He would Trico, Grovile, and Sceptile. That was the combo, bro.
Bro, all I tried to do was catch Telecom, you know?
Whoa.
The killer whale.
What did you call him, bro?
Telecom.
Whoa, it's R.I.P. R.I.P. to my guy.
To
Why would?
Telecom?
Yeah,
You
he's
can't say that
dead.
about that fool. I think he's still alive.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they might have got rid of him in SeaWorld.
I think they still use him for his juices, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, he's a sperm donor. I forgot about that.
Yup.
I forgot about that. But you know, R.I.P. to my guy Keiko. If you guys didn't know, Keiko was the star of the Free Willy movies. All three of those movies are a national treasure. I don't accept the new one.
There's three of them?
Yeah, the fourth one that came out recently, I don't accept that one.
I only accept the first one, to
But
be honest.
number 1 through 3, oh
What
man.
else can you do with Free Willy?
Okay, check this out.
How did-
No, check
How
this
did
out.
he get caught the second time?
No, check this out. Okay, first he gets caught and they free him. The second time in the second movie he's with his family,
Oh my
and
goodness.
they get trapped into an oil rig breaks out in like the Vancouver Bay or something like that, and they get trapped in a cove, and the oil is coming in closer and
Oh
closer,
shoot, I remember
and
that.
then it catches on fire. And I remember
Yeah,
his
yeah,
sister,
yeah.
Willy's sister, got oil in her lungs, and so they had to get that out. And then once that caught on fire, they freed him out the bay. And then the third one, they're like in Alaska or something. I can't remember where, but then they got to deal with these poachers that are killing whales. And I'm not gonna lie, I think they're selling them to Japan. Either Japan or Russia. They were selling the whale
I
meat to those
already
those
know that. I
places.
accept that part of Japan.
And then, so they had to free him from the poachers. But my boy, it's too late. This is spoilers. But my boy Willie, he has a daughter, man, or a son. I forgot which one it was, but he has a family.
Dang, Willie got it on.
He got a family, bro. So he's like,
Was that kid still there, like throwing his arm up in the air and having Willie jump over him
oh
for
yeah,
all three movies?
you grow old with Jesse, man. In the
Jesse,
second,
that was that
in the
turd's
second,
name.
in the second one, he does raise his hand, and Willie like jumps and breaks like a net. There's like a
Does
net
he do
that's
it in the third movie?
in the third one. Nah, he doesn't do it.
Why?
The third one, Willie almost killed a human. He almost killed somebody.
Good.
Like Willie was about to, cause like there was in like previously like these poachers had attacked Willie's group.
Wait,
So
hold up. If Willie almost killed someone, are you telling me Willie watched, or Tillicum watched Free Willy 3,
oh
and
no,
that's what inspired him?
you think Free Willy was kind of like a that
Oh,
was
what is
like
that called, bro? What's that called? When it's foreshadowing?
oh they
Yeah,
foreshadowed.
foreshadowing.
Well, I think I don't know, man. All I know is I'm not gonna jump into a swimming pool with a killer whale.
No, it's
So
never a good idea.
any like watching like Blackfish and all these documentaries and stuff. Anything that happens to you because you jump into a pool with a killer whale, I mean that's kind of like asking for it.
That's what I'm saying, man. You can't go blaming the animal at that point. You're in their domain.
Not and
And
they're not even
you
in
restricted
there.
their domain
Yeah,
to
a
to a
swimming
kiddie
pool.
pool.
Yeah, so like I shout out. I mean, not a shout out, but you feel bad for all those people that lost their lives. But it's like
Oh yeah, definitely,
you
definitely.
feel bad for the loss of life. But I can't really say like, something has to be done. Yeah, something has to be done. You gotta stop catching these wolves and put them in the swimming pools,
Yeah,
or at
like
least
you can't go get mad if you keep a monkey
you
in a
know,
cage and
yeah,
he tears your face up.
yeah,
It's like you put a wild monkey, in a cage,
yeah.
and you thought you were going to be its best friend.
Yeah, a monkey might rip your dick off. Why you mess with a monkey? God dang, man. Ain't I ain't mess with a monkey. I want to keep my dick. Like freaking monkeys, man. They're crazy.
Wait, did that happen?
I don't know. I just feel like that's the first thing that popped in my head. I just feel like monkeys are just snatching dicks. So you just
Bro, when you said that, I had to grab onto mine. I was like, nah, bro, no.
hey man, protect your dick. Stop messing with these monkeys, man. They'll
That's
grab
real, man.
anything.
That's real.
You don't know. You don't know what a ripe banana looks like. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Monkeys don't know either. They just think they're getting a meal, and you done messed up, man. They might just think there's a banana in your pocket and rip. Now you done messed up your whole life. There goes your whole legacy.
The old banana in your pocket, are you happy to see me? You ain't gonna be happy. The monkey ain't gonna be happy to see you, man.
That monkey said, you said, the monkey said, are you happy to see me? Or is that a banana? Yoink.
The monkey said, yomp.
Yomp. Hit the AJ, yomp.
Yeet.
You just got yeeted by a monkey. Now you roll on the ground just because you thought it was going to be cool. Nah, man, leave these animals alone, man. Let them.
Yeah, stop trying to tame these
Wild
wild
animals.
animals.
Like,
Okay, we already did enough with the dogs and the cats. Those are good enough.
just
Okay?
enough. We got the dogs, the cows, the cats, the roosters, the chickens,
Yeah, like what else do we need?
the
man?
goats, the pigs. What else do you want, man? Just leave them
Dang.
alone. Leave them alone. And I don't know how this came into like a announcement for Peta, but like Peta's plug us, man. We could do your commercials.
Give us a sponsor.
I
man.
can
Come
imagine
on.
this like Peta, keep your dicks. Like like I can see that right now. Peta needs to hire us and so we can do some marketing. Unqualified and uneducated
Uneducated
PETA.
marketing business, man.
ex Peta working together. I can see it right now. Magic. We will get all these animals freed. Although you can't really free animal that's kind of
Yeah,
used to
we
being in a
can't go
cage.
take an animal that's been in captivity and throw that sucker out in the wild because that's just
They tried with Keiko and it didn't work
did
out
not
well.
turn out
Yeah,
well.
it didn't work out well. R.I.P. Keiko.
Yeah, it's just you have to stop. You just have to stop bringing them into
Yeah, you
captivity.
gotta stop breeding them and bringing them, and you gotta like break down the pool and build them a bigger pool. It's not that hard, man. You guys got all these millions of dollars coming in every year from these people coming to your parks and things like that, and you can't even take care of your star.
Yeah,
Come
man.
on, man, that ain't right.
And even if you come across like a little like baby monkey and it's injured, it's like, nah, don't keep it at your house. I
Hmm.
know it would be nice to raise it there and take care of it, and you're doing yourself such a good thing. No, go take it to like a national reserve or whatever the heck those big old plots of land where they actually come from, and they could actually like they could take care of them there and then release them out into their a real environment. You know what I'm saying? Instead of
Oh
like
yeah,
keeping Caesar trapped in your freaking house, and then this dude starts talking
these
English and taking over the world and stuff.
people good. First movie, people good. Second movie, I don't know. People bad at the end of second movie. Third movie, they kinda okay. Kova, people good.
Cool, wow.
And that fool Kova said, people bad. Look at my face. People be bad. So we don't want that.
Yeah, we don't want no
Soup
talking
and
chimpanzees,
yeah, keep
man.
your
That would
monkey
just be
serums.
scary.
Yeah, keep your monkey serums to yourselves. They're already strong enough. They don't need to be super intelligent. You want super intelligent dick rippers around here? Oh, I don't. That was the biggest fear I had watching that movie. I'm watching Planet of the Apes, and I was like, man, he about to rip somebody's dick off real quick. Kova looked like, or that's what his name, Kova.
Koba did look like
Koba.
he was at that height too, where when he like came up on all fours to those dudes,
Yeah.
he was right at that level, man.
Hey
It was just
man,
like, yeah, it
he
just
was
kicked
ready.
them both off right
He
there.
was ready to start ripping, and I don't know. I was not ready for that scene in that movie. That movie could have went left. So y'all gotta watch out for these monkeys, man. They dangerous, and y'all just playing around like it. Like I know, Ray Shrummer, the two guys, the rap group. I know the one of them has a monkey. He has a pet monkey, and he puts them on Snapchat. And I'm like, man, we about to see something real bad pretty soon.
Yeah, one day there's gonna be a Snapchat real similar to Draymond's, but it's
Oh,
gonna be a
jeez.
monkey holding that thing.
Oh, jeez. Hey, man. Oh, yeah. Speaking of Draymond, he got punched in the face by Tristan Thompson.
Good, man. They both should have got punched in the face, to be honest. Draymond, just because he seems like someone who would antagonize you, and Tristan, because that dude is just not loyal. Punch that fool in the face, man.
It's actually, I think this is more in Draymond's favor. He came over to apologize for.
Oh, wow.
He came over to apologize about not shaking his hand during the finals, and then Tristan was like, "Nah, man, I ain't man. You know what I'm saying? My last name Kardashian," and then Draymond tried again, and then the reports say Tristan just punched him.
Man, Tristan, the one who deserved to get punched in the face,
Hey,
man.
man, he out here cheating on people that is having his baby.
Yeah, I don't care how whack the Kardashians are, because they are the wackest family in the world. But infidelity, cheating, going behind someone's back, that's just wrong on every level. And I don't know, man. It's one of the things that pisses me off the most.
I feel you, but Tristan, from what I heard, he was cheating on his other pregnant girlfriend to get with Chloe. So you guys, if
Oh,
you girls,
God.
you girls should just know if you got a baby, my man's gonna cheat on you.
Yeah, if you are the mistress and then you become the girlfriend, just to get out of that mess, because you know it's gonna happen again.
Yeah, I don't understand why any girl is surprised, or any guy or girl is surprised when the person that they were cheating with cheats
You
on
ain't gonna
them.
change that fool.
Yeah. So, but it is messed up to some extent, because I think she was like giving the baby, and my man was out there doing his due.
Yeah, it's messed up.
He was just running through the streets. Toronto, I get to the mansion. Wisconsin. Wasn't Toronto in that song?
Dude, I don't know.
Oh, it's Toronto. What is Toronto? You ain't nothing to Spain. We can chicken if you got it. What you asking
What
for?
you say?
Yeah, you only went well, cause you did what you say. I wish we could play some of that on there.
We don't need to play it, man. We just sang it.
All right, pull up the lyrics.
That was it.
Nah. If we gonna do it, we gonna do it right.
No, we ain't got time to sing a whole song here, bro.
We gonna do it right. I mean, we're kind of at that hour point. I mean,
you know what? Shout out to everybody. If you stuck around this long, shout out to you. I'll put a code on my phone, and if you guys can find that code, then I'll give you a prize. The code is on my phone.
I have no idea what the hell that is. What is going on? You're crazy. What are you talking about?
There's a code that's going to be on my phone, on my physical phone, so they have to come find me and look at my phone, find the code, and then I'll give them a prize.
Man, y'all don't do that BS, man.
And I ain't gonna lie to you, the prize may or may not be a handshake.
Yeah, that's not worth it, man. It's not worth it.
Man, you gotta give them a little something for sticking around.
Alright, you remember how I said we were gonna do those shirts?
Oh, here we go.
They're coming. So, y'all keep on subscribing, liking. I see none of y'all have commented on anything.
Yeah, make sure you guys, I know we should be plugging this up probably at the beginning of the episodes. Maybe we should throw that into the intro. But, yeah, try to, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and we'll just try to get more stuff out that way and try to get more connected with our little community, you know?
Yeah. I don't got any music this week to plug, so it's probably just a beat that we've used before. But
oh yeah, and we're trying to make our own beats. You know, that's just some hard stuff.
I mean, I got this one beat. I got this one beat for y'all. If y'all want that one, you know what beat I'm talking about.
Hey, if they want it, how many subscribers we got?
We got like 16, I think.
Yeah, once we get to 30 subscribers, Robert will put his beat on.
I call it. It's called Clean Peas. Once we get up to 30 subscribers, I'll put out Clean Peas for all y'all, and y'all gonna see.
For 30, man.
Clean Peas. We had an audience of one, and she didn't like the beats. Not at all.
It was a little aggressive, but
it was. There was violent.
Don't spoil it, man. They'll get to hear it at 30.
All right, so yeah, get the subscribers up, get your friends out there subscribing, and we'll debut Clean Peas for you guys.
Yes, sir.
All right, you got any last words, Carl? Go.
Hey, just thanks for tuning in. Make sure again, tell those ones you love that you love them. Or make sure they know. Show them some way. Just because you never know what's going to happen. It's your boy, depressed junior, happy, rookie podcaster, senior sports center writer, currently almost 3/4 of the way employed, coming at you.
Hey, well, all right, man. You guys have a great week. And remember, moving isn't always a task unless you make it. And we out. Yeah.